South Sudan should be a country full of hope for years after gaining independence from the Khartoum government. Instead, it's now in the grip of a massive humanitarian crisis. Almost 8 million people are in need of aid, and 4.6 million people are on the edge of starvation due to an 18-month political conflict between President Salva Kiir and his former deputy Riek Machar. This leads us to our question of the week, which asks, had South Sudanese known that peace would remain elusive in their new nation, would they have voted for independence from Sudan, and why? Well, thanks for using all our social media platforms to communicate to us. Let us begin with a comment from Straight Talk Africa Facebook fan Aiga Twalib Mansour from Khartoum, Sudan, who writes, as a Southern Sudanese, I was among those who opposed the separation right from the start. South Sudanese were better off when they were part of the integral Sudan. That being independent, maybe the late Dr. John Garang would have prevented this unfortunate separation from happening because he was a man of foresight and charisma. He commanded respect from all corners, including the enemies of the South. We gave up what belonged to us because we were misadvised. We thought we had friends advising us, but what we actually have are enemies. Another reminder that we are tweeting live today. Use the hashtag at VOA South Sudan, and if you haven't yet, please follow us at VOA Shaka. And speaking of it, let's go to a tweet from the South Sudanese satirical website, Sakam World Press, who tweets, yes, not many at South Sudanese regret ever voting for separations with at Sudan. There would never have been peace, period. We have another tweet from Simon Christopher of Tanzania, who tweets, the question of whether they should have voted for independence is now of less value. What matters is how to rescue the situation. Your reaction, Mr. Ambassador.
Thank you very much, Shaka. I think I just want to go back to the points you raised earlier on. You raised a very important point, which our friends in the media have always been raising, the issue of whether there is evidence for coup or no coup. For me, honestly, this is immaterial. Because for me, if somebody started a conflict, and as a fear for his life, as he has been alleging, he decided to move to the countryside. Our former vice president could have moved to the countryside or moved to the neighboring country and not continue with the rebellion. It is this rebellion which has now devastated the country, and people are now talking about famine and about human rights violations and all other negative things that we could have avoided if our former vice president have elected to follow the democratic means of ascending into power.